Hello and welcome back to the next episode of our Headteacher video blog here at Rydal Academy. My name is John Tate. I'm Director of Education for Northern Arch Learning Partnership.
John Armitage, Headteacher at the Rydal Academy.
And you'll notice that we're somewhere different than this. So
Yep.
do you want to explain why we've moved from the office?
Yeah, so we're in our Elms class today, and we felt that as we're filming the different videos over time, we'd really like to get around and about the school and the school grounds just to give you a bit more of a sense of our community and some of the insides of the school that you don't always see.
Perfect, lovely. So you're bound to see over the next few episodes different areas of the school, and hopefully that'll give you a great insight into the the wider building. So as we did last time, what's been happening in the last 2 weeks, and what can parents know about all the great things that have been happening?
So some lovely events. So we mentioned in the last video that up and coming at that stage was our reception, September 25, New Start Parents meeting. I have to say I was overwhelmed with the turnout. The hall was full. It was standard room only. It was a warm day like today as well, so we tried to keep the meeting as brief as possible. Any parents, carers that weren't able to make that, don't worry. Mrs. Elvie is sending out a copy of the presentations. You will also be receiving, or you may have already received by the time you watch this video, a video which is a virtual tour of the entire kind of that end of the school, that part of the site for your children and where they'll come into and where they'll live. But also you'll be receiving an email to give you some time into around the transition days. We do half a day for reception, so they get a little bit more time with staff in a smaller group before they start in September. So we're really excited to see that coming forward.
Perfect, and keep your eyes open for that stuff coming out.
Absolutely. We've also had some really nice events linking into our partner academies in the Northern Arch Learning Partnership. So we've had an assembly which was delivered by some former students from Rydal who are currently at Herworth, or actually one that's just left Herworth on that day.
Brilliant.
Coming back to tell the children about their experiences at secondary school, to support with understanding of transition, especially for our year sixers, get them feeling comfortable and confident for what's coming up in the next few weeks. And then that was followed, prior to that, we also had Queen Elizabeth Sixth Form College that came in, again one of our partner academies, to talk to the children about different education pathways, different careers that they might be interested in the future, and actually what is QE all about as a big part of the education community in town and a possible option for our children and their families. It was amazing to see how many of the children already knew about QE through relatives or family members attending, and for them to get a little bit more understanding of what the college actually is and how it works and the types of opportunities it creates. So a lot of focus on careers and transition now.
Brilliant. So lots of trips, lots of events, lots of things happening, and you've been really busy with the last couple of weeks.
That's right, yeah. Alongside that, John, we've also had our new class letters have gone out, so everybody now knows where they're going for transition day in the coming week. We've also completed our year 1-2 phonics, and again the children have done a fantastic job with that, so thank you parents, carers, for making sure that the children were here, they were rested and they were able to perform at their best. It gives us some real good indicators for how to support children with education moving forward, and exactly the same for the year 4 multiplication checks as well. Again, the children did a fantastic job of, it's quite a nice activity that they do it on the iPads, but it's under time pressure, so they've got to be really on it. They did a really good job over those days, so we'll share that information, the outcomes, with parent carers in the end of year reports, and we're looking forward to those results coming through. And lots of trips and events that have taken place over the last 2 weeks. It's been really fantastic to walk around the school and see whole new groups that aren't there. And what I mean by that is I then know they're out and around in the community or further afield doing something really interesting that will enhance their learning when they're back on site.
Wonderful. Lots of things happening. Busy school, and a great time of the year for all those things to happen. So fast forwarding now for parents to think about what's coming up in the next 2 weeks. What should I be expecting? What dates my diary? What do we need to kind of make sure that my child is ready for? What's happening in the next 2 weeks then?
So the main thing in the next 2 weeks is that year 6 transition days into their secondary schools. So again, been having a conversation with the children about that. We've been doing a lot of preparatory work. Lots are feeling very excited about the opportunity to go and explore their new schools. 1 or 2 are a little bit nervous, and again we've been doing a little bit of preparation work and some support around that. And within that time period as well, we've also got our own move up day, where, as I've already referenced, our reception children come in for half a day, but all of the other year groups move up for a full day into their new learning space with their teacher for next year, and just get to experience that and hopefully get them excited for September. So they'll be coming home, the children will be coming home with the transition booklets over the next few days.
Great. And I know that the support you give is fantastic, and that support, because for that transition from 6 to 7 is not only emotional time for the students, it's also emotional for the parents. parenting, isn't it? It can be quite stressful. So the more we can do to help, and if anyone's watching this thing and add a bit of help as well, just contact the school, and I'm sure we'll be able to do whatever we can.
Contact class teachers directly, and they will support you with any worries or any anxieties. A little bit further beyond that, the last 2 weeks of term, as we know, they're always very, very busy periods. Just a reminder, we've got our sports days coming up. There is a little bit of a change of date for reception, so we've moved it to the final Wednesday. But again, the confirmation of time and the dates will be shared through the app. Sports days are coming up right across the school. Reports are coming out, as I've already referenced. Our Year 6 graduation will take place in the final week, and then our achievement assemblies, where we invite parents and carers in for any children that are going to receive an award for part of a special assembly. So all of that's to come in the last 2 weeks of term, but I'm sure we'll reference that again in our next video.
Absolutely. And what a lovely time of year to, the culmination of lots of those things actually happening. It's fantastic, isn't it?
It's wonderful. Not only is the weather great, but it's my favourite time of the year because there's so much to celebrate. It's very busy and quite intense at times, but actually it's just a lovely time. It's
perfect. Now you mentioned the word celebrating there. Now I know you've got some big successes that you wanted to talk about, and you were telling me off camera before how proud you were of everything that's happened. So what do you want to tell parents about the successes you've had?
Well, it's right up our street because we're both sport mad, aren't we? So I'm really, really delighted to be able to report some quite significant success actually at the town sports this year. And it's not always an event where we have lots of medals and lots of kind of claim for the children, but a really successful time this year. So we had Imogen M, who has won a silver medal and a bronze medal, both on track and field. Frankie W, who got 2 silvers, again, 1 track, 1 field. Mackenzie M, who got a gold in the chest push, all Year 5 children. Wow. And then we had Lucas Lee S, who you've just met about in the field, going out to do some rugby actually, who got a gold medal against the Year 6s in triple jump. Now, he's Year 5, and it wasn't even his main event. He did it as a backup, and he beat all the Year 6s across the town. Just to put that into perspective for parents, carers, there are, in the Year 5-6 cohorts, there are around about 1,200 children right across the primary phase in each year group. So just to get selected to represent your school is a real challenge, especially in a big school like us where there's 90 children per cohort. But then to medal out of over 1,000 children is an amazing achievement. So we've sent that out through the app, but I just wanted to reference that again because it's an absolutely fantastic achievement for our Year 5 children.
Yeah, well done to everyone that participated, but certainly well done to the ones we just referenced there who medalled. Fantastic, great job. We're all really, really proud of you, so that's brilliant.
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. And then just a couple of kind of news items and reminders really. So one, the weather is absolutely lovely at the moment. We were trying to film outside. It's a little bit windy today. We had a disaster with a tripod, so we've come back inside, but we've got a little bit of that feel of nature for you. But thank you, parents and carers, have been doing a really good job of making sure that children are coming in with their caps, with the sun cream on in the mornings as a request, and in appropriate uniform. Lots of children in shorts and light tops at the moment, so that's great. Just a reminder, we do have water bottles in the school. Part of our approach as a school is we want everything to be equitable and accessible, so we want everybody to have the same, so the children have constant access to fresh water during the day. The water bottles are regularly washed, and we make sure they're available throughout the day, so the children have that. There aren't any water bottles to come in from home, unless it's with a packed lunch on a lunchtime or for an after-school sports club, then that's fine, but no fizzy drinks, please.
Perfect.
And then my final message is just a little bit of an update for parent carers about next year really. So we are altering our club structure for next year, and there'll be more information comes over the next week or so and we'll open up the sign-up period for September. We're going to streamline a little bit that club offer because there are lots of different clubs for different year groups on different nights at the moment, but actually we want to tailor it a little bit more for the children's interests. So next year, every night for Year 1 to Year 6, there will be a learning games club where the children continue to use the iPads that we've got right across Key Stage 2 in school, and a bank of iPads that we have for the younger children, but also they can continue to pick up some of the learning that they've been accessing during the school day, and also a little bit of coaching and mentoring from our teachers as well. So fantastic opportunity to enhance and develop learning. If there's something that the children need a little bit of support with, or actually there's just something that's confusing them that we want to find more about, and that's every night for learning games.
Amazing.
We've also got our sports academy, so rather than assigning a specific sport to each night, the idea is that we'll have a number of staff where they can take children off in different groups, do different activities, work with different age ranges, or actually tailor it to the children's interests. So on a Wednesday, we might have lots of children that want to do gymnastics, we can do a bit of gymnastics, but if on a Thursday the children really want to do basketball or football, then we can do that instead, rather than being stuck into, well, it's Monday night for football and that's it. And then the third stream will be our Arts Academy, and again it's the same idea, but it will cover art, design, dance, singing, languages, so all of the performing arts, but all of the arts really. And again, if we've got a lot of children who are interested in painting, we can do a little bit more painting. If we've got a lot of children who are interested in performing, we'll do a bit more drama.
That's across all year groups then?
Across all year groups from year 1 to year 6. The big change for next year is what we've identified in the offer we have for reception children is, one, we don't get a great uptake because parents are able to collect and actually, although we've put reception specific clubs on, sometimes children are very tired by the end of the day and it's a bit too much that focused activity. So if any parent carers need childcare after school, youth club is still open to the reception children next year, but we won't actually offer any of the extracurricular clubs next year. It's quite difficult to get that breadth when you're trying to accommodate from reception to year 6, but it just doesn't work for the children at the moment. So youth club is more relaxed because it's supervised play and the children can decide what they want to do, and it's a little bit more chilled out.
Sounds good. What an amazing offer that you've got, and all the work that goes into. I mean, just wish that I'd been able to do all those things when I was at primary. Stay back and do a lot, do basketball, do art club, and yeah, that's fantastic. So great job. Hope you found that really useful. We'll be back in another couple of weeks, somewhere different in school. I'm interested to know where we're going to be next time, where we're going to be filming. As ever, we thank you all as parents. Hope that's been useful, and we'll see you again soon.
See you soon. Thank you.